Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is Brits try and make Yorkshire puddings. Not for the first time, because Vicky has definitely made these before and we have definitely eaten them before. This is a little video for you guys to we've been doing a lot of American food, so I don't actually know if Yorkshire puddings, I'm pretty sure they are British. That's a stupid thing to say, it says Yorkshire in the title. Yeah, I don't know if they originate from England though. Let us know in the comments if you do know that. Yeah, we thought we'd give you like a little insight just into this is something that we eat with a roast dinner. This is something that James lives off pretty much. And Archie loves Yorkshire puddings as well. So yeah, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button. If you want to see more British food, let us know in the comments below. Let's watch Vicky making it first before I try the Yorkshire puddings.
Hi everyone, it's James's mum. I'm back today. I'm going to make you a British dish from our local area where we were brought up, where James was born and where we were brought up in Yorkshire. So I'm going to show you Yorkshire puddings. I don't know if you've made them before. There's lots of different ways of making them, but anyway, I'm going to go with the traditional method that I was taught by my gran. So I've just got these over here. So again, I know I talk about my gran a lot. These Yorkshire pudding baking tins are what my gran used. So that's James's great grandma, and they were given to her by her mum, which is James's great grandma. So they are very old, as you can see, very old. And on this one, I don't know if you can see, it says the making there. I know they look a bit old and worn, but I don't know why. But when you make Yorkshire pudding in these, it just works. It just works. It really does. So I'm going to make them, and hopefully they usually do work out okay, but you never know. You can have disasters sometimes, so let's hope they work. Anyway, I'm going to go through this with you and see what you think. So for Yorkshire puddings, traditionally it's purpose flour, so it's the all-purpose flour. Now I've got here 2 cups of purpose flour. Put 1 cup in already, and these are lovely cups that whoever bought me these did, and again I'm eternally grateful for that. Somebody sent me them as a gift from the US. So I've already got 1 cup in there, and I'm doubling up because I'm making some for ourselves and for James and Millie and for Archie. So like, as you know now, I cook for everyone. If you're cooking once and turn the oven on, you might as well help other people at the same time. So here we go. So that's 1 cup of purpose flour, and that's with the 2nd cup in. So I've got 2 cups of purpose flour there. It's quite simple, really. It's just technique, and also it's your tins. And before I actually continue, so I've got my purpose flour there. I'm going to pop in and be putting these in the oven. Is the lard. I'll just get that out of the refrigerator. So here's lard. I'm going to put in my Yorkshire pudding tins lard. On the recipes it says oil, but Gran always used to use lard, and it's always worked for me. So I'm going to pop lard in there. I'm just going to cut small segments off. I'll show you. There, just little segments, and pop them in. So I don't know if you use a lot of lard in the US or you just use oil, but I only use it for Yorkshire puddings. Saying that, in Yorkshire they use it for cooking chips, for fries as well, and they make the most delicious fries. So if you want me to, I'll try and make a cheeseburger, an authentic American cheeseburger. Well, I'm going to try and do that in the future with fries for you. So let me know if you want me to make that as well. So I'm just putting the lard in here. It's always a bit of you don't have a specific amount, you just have to judge it. So you just put enough in so you know when it melts it's going to coat the inside of the pan. So I'll just show you there. Just little bits in there. So it should just coat, but the trick to the Yorkshire puddings rising, well, this is what Gran told me. I don't know if this is true, so if you've heard different, please let me know. I'd love to hear your comments and let me know what you think. Is the lard or the oil or the fat, whatever you use, has to be sizzling. So before you add the mixture, it has to be so hot, when the mixture hits the fat, it sizzles. So I'm going to pop these in the oven now to really get this lard boiling. Okay. So I'll just turn it up because that's going to have to be quite hot. Okay, so I'll put my lard to one side. So like we said, we've got the purpose flour here. And then I'm going to, because I've doubled up, it should be on my, so it's 1 egg per cup. So I've put 2 cups in, so it's my 2 eggs. I'm just going to put those in there like that. These are from the chickens. These were laid today. How beautiful those. No double yolkers today though. If you watch one of my other videos, I was using the eggs and we had a double yolker. So it's just single yolker. So I'm just going to beat those with my fork. Just mix those in. There, they're nice and yellow. You always can tell a fresh egg because a fresh egg is very, very yellow compared with one that's not as fresh. And obviously my chickens are free range. Yeah, they're always following me because they want feeding. I do feed them all the time, but they're very greedy. They just want food all the time. So wherever I am, they follow me. It's quite cute, really. I do love them. There we go. So it's in there. So I'm going to add this into there, like that. There. So I'm going to get my whisk. No, wrong drawer. Oh, I don't know where my whisk's gone. Oh, I think I've used it today, so maybe in here. Ah, it is. It's in the washer. I'll just give that a quick wash. Okay. So here's my whisk. So I'm just going to mix that in first. Now people do this differently. Some people add the egg to the water, but it's not the way Gran showed me. So I'm going to stick to the way she showed me, which works. So that's dodgy. So I'm going to mix in the water. So it's 200 millilitres per cup. So I've doubled up on this, remember, so it's 400 millilitres. So I put 400 millilitres of water in there. But for a single, I'll just refresh, just for a single serving, which will probably do you 4 nice size Yorkshire puddings, it would be 1 cup of purpose flour, 200 millilitres of water and 1 egg. Also, you can add a little bit of salt as well into the mixture. So the secret to this is to give it a good mix. Now, I haven't got time to do this because I want to show you the full recipe, but what Gran said, it had to rest. So once you've whisked this mixture, you put it in the refrigerator and rest it for a couple of hours, as in just let it sit. But I'm hoping it'll be okay not letting it rest because I want to do this video for you to see how to make it. So it needs a good mix in so there's no lumps. Can you see how it's going? So it looks quite runny, but should be okay. But I think there really is the secret, is not just the mixture, is the fact that, show me I'm mixing it there, is the fact that whatever you use, the lard or the vegetable oil, is sizzling. It's sizzling hot. So I can never make them as good as my gran. I can't. She was an expert. They used to come out like, oh, they were like elephant ears. They really were. So I'm not saying they'll be as good as that, but it's worth a go. I do like to make my Yorkshire puddings. So let me know if you make them in the US ever, or you have them with your meals when you're out. I'll just lift that up and whisk as I'm talking to you. Yeah, let me know that. Do you do a lot of restaurants serve Yorkshire puddings? Is it a big thing in the US? I know it is something that is served around the world, so it's made Yorkshire famous to a degree, but I'd love to know in the comments if you've actually had them out in restaurants in the US, or what restaurants serve them, or you've made them yourselves. So yeah, please let me know. So I'm just going to carry on that whisking that for a little bit and then wait for the lard to sizzle, and then we'll come back and we'll pop them in the Yorkshire pudding trays and see if they sizzle, see if it works. Okay, I'll be back shortly. Hi everyone. Well, the baking Yorkshire pudding tins of grounds have been in the oven quite a while now, so we're going to pop the mixture into these. There, did you hear it sizzle? It's sizzling. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear it from there, but it is sizzling when you put the mixture in. So that's going in like that. It's very hot, really hot. So that's gone in and that's sizzled. So you can see them there, and I'm going to pop them in the oven. Okay. Let's hope they turn out. Anyway, out they're going in. Good luck. Fingers crossed, say. Right, so they're in. I've got also some Yorkshire pudding mixture left. So what I'm going to do is make a gravy to go with the Yorkshire puddings, because we do a gravy with the Yorkshire puddings, so it's really, really nice. I've put some water in here. Now, as a thickening agent, this is what Gran used to do. I don't know if it's in the recipes online, but this is Gran's. She used to use some of her Yorkshire pudding mixture that was left over to go in to the water for the gravy, and that became a thickening agent. Not too much, but just enough. So here we go. So instead of using a thickener that you buy from the shops, that is the thickener. So the rest of the Yorkshire pudding mixture you use as your base, as your thickener for your gravy. So I'm just mix that around now so that it doesn't congeal. You can't have, when you put the mixture in, make sure that your water isn't hot. Make sure it's cool, because I have put this from the kettle. I did boil the kettle a little bit and put some water in, but it's not boiling, so it's semi. So it's sort of like a warm, not hot, because if not, Yorkshire pudding mixture would cook. So yeah, so that's really nice. Look, you see, it's just like a soupy ingredient. So I'm going to put that on the stove like that and turn that on, and then I'm going to just bring this over like this. Okay, so this is like a beef stock. So this is just general beef stock. Give it a stir. And you see? And I'm going to add that to the gravy, the Yorkshire pudding gravy mixture, because we always have Yorkshire puddings and gravy. But if you have anything else with Yorkshire puddings in the US, if you have Yorkshire puddings, I don't know, please let me know. So that's going to go in like this. So that's the beef stock. Put that to one side and then give it a stir. I'll show you what it's looking like. And also I'm going to bring it over here and show you. You see? See how it's looking now? Can you see? A really nice rich gravy. So I'm going to pop lots of seasoning, lots of pepper. That's really nice in gravy. It's my little pepper grinder. And then this is my pink Himalayan salt. I love the pink salt. I don't know if there's a difference, so let me know with that, but I do like using the pink salt. So that's it. So that's going to be really lovely with the Yorkshire puddings. So I'll pop that. That's proper home cooked made gravy, that proper homemade gravy from scratch. So I've got the beef stock and the York, but that is a really, really good tip. So the extra Yorkshire pudding mixture is a thickener for your gravy. Really good. Another thing that Gran taught me was that if obviously you're not making Yorkshire puddings, but you were boiling vegetables like potatoes, and you were doing boiled potatoes, then the juice from the boiled potatoes you can use as your thickener for your gravy again. So I don't know if you know that or you do that at all. And also if you're doing broccoli or anything like boiling broccoli, you can use the juices from your broccoli to pour into that, and it gives you so many vitamins. So there's lots of different. She was very good. She was amazing, my gran, at teaching me things. But Anyway, I don't know if you've know all that. I'm sure you do. But if you don't, I hope that's an interesting tip for you. Let me know in the comments if you're going to use that. So you get your vitamins from your juice from your vegetables you're boiling, and you use your potato juice as your thickening agent for your gravy instead of having to use artificial thickening agent. So it's really good. Anyway, the Yorkshire puddings are in now, so they've got to cook now for about 20-25 minutes, that's all, and they should rise. Fingers crossed, hope they do. They usually do, so we'll see. Anyway, let's see if they rise, and they should be really nice and tasty. They're my favourite as well, James's favourite. James could eat like 3 or 4 Yorkshire puddings at a time. He'd rather eat just Yorkshire puddings and not have his meal. He just loves it so much. And to be honest, I do too. So anyway, we'll be back shortly with the end result, and then we're going to try them and see what they're like. Hi everyone. So the Yorkshire puddings have been cooking, so hopefully they'll be ready now. I did have a quick peek and they look ready. I'm going to show you the gravy first. So the gravy has been on the oven on the oven top for a slow heat, and that's how it is. So I'm just going to show you. Can you see the thickness of the gravy? Can you see? See how beautiful? It's perfect because it's got the Yorkshire pudding mixture in that gives it the thickness. So it's not watery. Can you see? It's very beautiful. So it's got the beef stock, pepper, salt, and any other seasoning you'd want to put. I mean, if Archie wasn't going to have some of this, I'd put some red wine in. That would be quite nice. But there you go. So I'm just going to pop that there. Put the spoon there. Might actually take the whisk out so we don't make a mess. In fact, I'll put this over here because I'm going to get the Yorkshire puddings out now. Let's see what they're like. They're never like Gran's. Gran's were just like amazing, but still okay, I think. Okay. So we've got, woo! Get a fork just to get them out of the pan. So here we go. So they're not stuck. So these are the Yorkshire puddings. They're not like you get in the supermarkets, like come up every side. They're just not. I don't know what they do in the supermarkets, but what I can say is these are authentic, made from scratch Yorkshire puddings. Here we go, in Gran's tins. So look at those. So I'm just going to show you. There you go, Yorkshire puddings. Woo! They're all hollow inside, like a light fluffy. You see? What do you think? I'm quite hot now. Oh, it's burning my hands a little bit, that through, even through the oven gloves, it's that hot. So there you go. Whoops. So there, Yorkshire puddings. They're good, aren't they? They're okay. They're very little bit different from the supermarkets. They're quite thin on the edges, but these are, like I said, these are authentic. These are made from scratch. Gran's recipe, Yorkshire puddings. Woo! It's falling off, sliding away. So I've made quite a lot because we're going to have some. James and Millie are going to have some. Little Archie. There you go. Woo! They're falling everywhere, aren't they? Woo! Jumping about, so they're very hot. So I'll put those on there. Put the pan away. So it's burning my hands a little bit. And then we've got the gravy. So I've got the gravy here that I showed you. I've got the gravy jug, so I'm going to pour that into the gravy jug. There we go. Put that to one side. Dancing around the kitchen today, aren't I? So here's the gravy jug. There's a drip there, remove that. And I'm going to get a plate to try the Yorkshire puddings. I'll actually turn the oven off now. Whilst I remember, turn the oven off. I'll get a knife and fork. As you can see, I'm not a professional cook. I'm not very organised, am I? So I'm going to get a Yorkshire pudding and pour the gravy on. So beautiful gravy. So there we go. The gravy's gorgeous. And then I'm going to try the Yorkshire pudding. These are my favourites. And it's lovely to have with a roast as well, or lamb, or beef, or even chicken. That is absolutely delicious. You'll never get a Yorkshire pudding as nice as that, other than Gran's. It's just beautiful. I wish you could all be here and I could make them for you. Like I said, I'm not a professional cook, but Gran did show me how to make Yorkshire puddings. And the taste is absolutely, it's beautiful. It's like crisp with a lovely dough. It smells, oh, the smell is gorgeous. When I come to the US, if we get back, hopefully we'll in the next few years, I'm going to have to make some Yorkshire puddings for you all. And the gravy's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But that is a really, really good tip, using the Yorkshire pudding mixture as you're thinking Asian. And if you're not making Yorkshire puddings, the juice you boil your potatoes in, use that, and then the broccoli, juice for vegetables, just add that as a bit of taste, and it's stunning, it really is. You don't need to buy anything from the shops as thickening agents or any seasoning, you could just use that. I'm going to eat it all, it's that gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. So I've got a lot to thank my Gran for. It's gorgeous, look. Can you see? Oh, it's sort of like light and fluffy and doughy, the light and fluffy on the edges and doughy in the middle. As you can see that bit, look there. Light and fluffy on the edges, doughy in the middle. Right. I better not eat anymore because I won't be any for James and Millie, and then they will be upset with me and Archie and James' stepdad. But they are gorgeous. I mean, shop bought is nice, but this is very different. It's a different taste when it's made completely from scratch. It's like a doughy texture, crispy texture, everything. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Any questions about Yorkshire puddings and about the gravy or seasoning or anything like that, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I just know what Gran told me. So if you need to know what Gran told me, anything else, let me know, and I'll be able to tell you if it's one of the things she actually taught me. Also, I have got a cookbook that Gran wrote me with her recipes in, so I'll share that with you next time and show you some with her handwriting in. It's really, really gorgeous. It really is. It's so sentimental. It really is. So anyway, thank you again for listening. I hope you're enjoying these. Please let me know if you're still enjoying them, and then I'll keep doing them. It's really important. I don't want to be doing them if you're not enjoying them, but I'm loving doing them. I really am. I'm loving cooking your American dishes. I'm loving doing a few English dishes that you've said you would like. I'm loving doing both, but I do like your American food. I'm in love with your American food, I am. So we'll be cooking that a lot more. I love it. So I'm going to be trying lots of exciting new American recipes. But please let me know in the comments, and just let me know how your day's going. It'd be just lovely to hear from you and know about you. It really would. So thank you again. I'm going to get my cup of tea. So here we are. Thank you very much again. Like I've said, I do appreciate you all, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you. And have a lovely day.
Okay guys, so I have got a Yorkshire pudding and some gravy, so I'm going to try it now for you. Me and James do not make our own, I will admit that. We just buy the frozen or like the fridge ones, shop bought ones already. James' mum does make them every time that we have a roast dinner. So, but I'm not a big Yorkshire pudding fan, so this will be my taste of it compared to store-bought one, because yeah, they're not my favourite thing in the world. They're not, are they?
Oh,
They're not. You gonna say hi?
Yeah.
It's just us today, isn't it? Say hi, yeah. Good boy. Right, Mummy's gonna try it. Do you want to try some as well?
Yeah.
You want to try some? Come here then. Here you go. What do you think? What do I think. It's good. So you can just tell the difference when it's homemade. Makes such a big difference. It really does. Archie absolutely loves Yorkshire pudding, so he's gonna eat the whole Yorkshire pudding. Are you? He goes hot, hot. He loves Yorkshire puddings. Archie loves Yorkshire puddings, don't you? Yeah, you do. He's gonna eat that. Well, it's a yes from me and it's a yes from Archie. So Gigi did good, didn't she? She did good Yorkshire puddings. Oh, it's so yummy. It's so yummy. Archie loves them. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say you love them. Say thank you, Gigi. Say thank you, Gigi, for my Yorkshire puddings. That's probably going to be Archie's lunch today. So if you want to see any more of this, please make sure that you leave a comment down below or like and subscribe. Yeah, thank you. We'll see you in the next one. Say bye. Say bye.
Love.
Oh.
Damn.
Have a fantastic day, guys. Bye.